Okay, let's get stuck into the very first lesson. A quick tour of MuseScore Studio's interface. Now to do this, I suppose the easiest way is to start the software completely brand new. So I'm going to open him up here. When it opens up, you'll be introduced to the program. Now currently it opens in the home section here in the top left hand side. And if you've used the software before and you've saved anything or you've imported anything into it, you'll find either a list of all current scores you can choose from or a layout of all the current scores you've got currently saved in your computer with these two different options here, or you can search for them in the taskbar. So Adagio, there we are, it will come up in the new and recents folder list. Right, now when we go through the course, if I reference the file area, if I say something like file, then new, or view, or the navigator, for example, it's this area at the very top that I'm looking at. Now, I've set my screen so that doesn't show all the time, so it gives you a bit more screen to work with. But if you've set it up so that you're seeing that all the time, this is the top file area. Now, what I'm going to do now is just come across to the score view. Okay. Now, I'm not going to open up a score at the moment. There's several ways to do that. I'm just going to show you around the interface. Now, this area here at the top, which is currently grayed out, that's the toolbar area. And as we go through this section, and this is where we'll be choosing as we go through the course note durations, some slurs, some ties, a small selection of articulations, how to put triplets in, etc. And this will be where we will be working when we start looking at voices. Now, on the left-hand side, you'll see either palettes, properties, and layouts. That's how it should open up by default. But if it doesn't, come to the Add Palettes option here, left-click that and find them from the list below. Because palettes and properties, we're going to be living in a lot. Those two are possibly the most important areas of the software when you first start working in them. So if it's not open at the moment, when you open a score later on, click Add Palettes, find them down here and just add them. For example, I'll show you how to do that. If we wanted to add the guitar palette, I've added that. Let's get rid of that. And you'll find him listed in that list here. Okay, it's as simple as that. There he is there. Okay, so with that in mind, this area in the middle is where our score will appear when we turn it on in the next lesson we start working with it. And at the very bottom, we have a status area at the moment. In later lessons, we'll be looking at workspaces, but it's here that you can select whether it's a transposed or a concert score and your zoom settings. So that's the very first little section of where things are. Let's move on now to the second lesson, where we're going to create our first brand new score.